You guys are wrong. Call a sergeant, please. Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant. No, call your sergeant.
This is all
Call your sergeant. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be hard-headed.
I don't care.
But I'm not. I know you don't care.
No,
I know you don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
But in the end, I'm not going to give you ID.
This is what I'm saying.
That's all that's going to happen.
Don't have your seatbelt on. That's a violation. I can, whether you're in the back seat, don't talk. Whether you're in the back seat, front seat, in the middle seat, you're a passenger in the vehicle. I can issue a ticket for that. How do I issue a ticket? By getting your name and your driver's license.
My driver's license,
right?
Obviously.
All you have to do is give your information, and that's it.
So
would have been on our way.
So what if I don't give my information?
We weren't
Then it's
moving at any
obstruction.
point, right?
Then you make it a crime.
We've been here for
then you make it a
45
crime, and
minutes.
So
then
I
you
would
get
get
arrested.
arrested?
Yes.
When you pulled up,
If you want to
reverse,
all you have to do is give them your driver's license.
We only put it in reverse once you
Okay,
pulled
then
up.
you give them your information.
They can't ask me to leave minus a crime, sir. I haven't committed a crime. This is public property. I'm here for official business. If you guys are going to help aid them and violate my rights today, then it's going to come down on the police department. I have official business here. No one can kick me out of here if I haven't committed a crime.
Welcome to Mr. White, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes. In the sweltering midday heat of Chicago Heights, one of the top 10 lowest median income areas in Illinois, a tense standoff unfolds between a law-savvy citizen and a public system unprepared for accountability. This episode comes straight from the Tyrant Terminator Audits channel, capturing every second as a citizen asserts their right to record and file a FOIA request at the Department of Human Services. Police, security, and office staff all step in, but the question remains, who is in the right? What do you think? Is recording in public a real disruption, or the most powerful tool to protect civil liberties? Be sure to visit the original Tyrant Terminator Audits and Matthew Ruiz channels to watch the full, unfiltered encounters. And right now, support Mr. White by hitting subscribe and dropping a whoa in the comments to let us know you're watching what truly matters.
Said I have to?
Yeah, you don't have a seatbelt on.
I don't have a seatbelt on,
You don't have
but
a
I'm a
seatbelt on.
passenger.
It doesn't matter.
We're not driving. We're not driving.
You're
We're stationed.
You're in the car. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but we're stationed.
Doesn't matter.
We didn't pull off. When we're driving, I have to have a license. I mean, I have to have a seatbelt.
The car was in drive.
No problem.
It wasn't in drive.
The car was in
Look,
drive.
it's in parking.
He backed up.
It's in parking.
He's not like
You know the law, right?
It's in parking.
You know the law?
Huh? No, I know what a tyrant is doing, son.
A tyrant. is
Yeah,
doing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I know
don't care.
what to do.
No, you think you do.
No, I know.
That's fine.
I know.
That's fine. You think
But if
you
you
do.
want to violate my rights, that's fine.
There's no rights being violated
No,
whatsoever.
it is.
There's no rights being violated whatsoever.
Because he's a driver. I know my rights.
have his license.
You get me?
What does him being a driver have to do with anything?
I'm not driving. You don't need my
It doesn't.
license.
You're still in the car.
See, we know our
He
rights.
said he doesn't
Sure,
have his
okay.
license.
You
So
think
We
what
know
is
our
he gonna
rights.
do?
Okay, yeah, sure.
What does he do
Okay.
if he doesn't?
Okay.
So that's why
He
you can't do nothing because I know my rights.
said he said he
Okay,
doesn't
Okay,
have his license.
and I'm
He doesn't
recording you
wanna
now
give his name.
because I want to make
Like,
sure.
that's
What's your
him.
badge
You're
number?
also
It's
being
fine
recorded.
because that could be deleted, but mine
It can't
can't.
be deleted.
Mine can't. What's your badge number?
593.
What's your name?
Right here, Marcelo.
There's no
Marcelo, do you have a
There's
card that I could get
There's
for
no,
a complaint?
Oh, you can go to our headquarters.
But you don't have a card. You're supposed to issue a card.
There's no card.
You're a public servant.
Okay, sure, yeah. I give my
What's your name and badge number?
Why Rojas?
And do you have a card?
No, we're not a business.
No, you guys
So
are
we
public
go-
servants. Y'all need
That's fine.
cards.
So that's why you go
Yeah,
to
y'all should
headquarters,
issue
900
cards.
Okay, so 900 Clifton Ave.
900 Clifton
You
Ave.
go,
Okay,
you contact IA, you make
that's
a
fine.
complaint there,
But
right?
just to let y'all know, I don't need to issue an ID because I'm not driving.
So the way
That's
we came here, we came actually
Yeah.
pretty respectful. We just said okay.
No,
we're
I know
getting a
that,
call.
but y'all try to
wait,
violate my
wait.
rights.
So let me talk.
Okay,
You're
I'll
asking me
let
to
you
talk,
talk.
right?
I'm sorry.
So we came. We're like, all right, like
Yeah.
you guys are here. That's it. That's fine. You're blocking the driveway. That's fine.
Okay.
We're getting calls from people who live here.
Of course.
We're also, the public.
Yeah, of course.
And they asked us like, yo, like this car is parked here. People come in
I
and
understand
out.
that.
They're concerned. That's
100%.
it. So our job here just to make
Yeah.
sure everything's
But
good.
this is public.
Wait, hold up.
Okay.
So we come. We ask for a driver's license. We're just gonna attach
I
both of
understand
you to the call. Okay, we
Yeah.
spoke to such and such.
Okay.
They're here. They left.
Okay.
And that's it. That was gonna be all.
Okay.
That was the only reason we asked for a driver's license.
Okay.
It wasn't to issue anything. It was to be put in our CAD that we did our job. In case these people also want to make a complaint about us. You
I
know?
got you.
So that was our job.
Okay, that's
I don't
your
know why
job.
it escalated to this point.
To this point,
I would
is
have
be-
literally. I've done this with 1,000 other cars, and
Okay.
we just attach it, and you good to go. Like
The-
that was
the-
literally
the-
it.
All right, can I speak now? The thing is that those other cars didn't know their rights. You get me? He's the driver. He issues the ID. I'm not gonna give ID because I don't have to. This is not a stop and ID state. Although I was in the car, it was not in drive. All right.
It was actually in drive.
No, it wasn't in
It
drive.
was because
It wasn't in
when we
drive.
were walking here, the vehicle was reversing.
It wasn't in drive.
I put it.
Yeah, so then once we got
No,
here,
no,
that's
no.
right when he put his window down, he put it in park. So it was technically, but like I said,
It was-
I'm
it
not
wasn't
arguing
park.
here. Like I really,
I got you,
like,
but
you
I'm
know,
not
like-
trying to be hard or nothing, but you guys are trying to violate my rights by getting my ID when I don't need to issue an ID. You get me? I wasn't driving, and you guys know this. And that's why he said it's okay, because he knows that he's wrong. You guys know that you guys are wrong.
I can guarantee
You get
I'm
me?
not wrong.
You guys are wrong. Call a sergeant, please.
There's
Call
no
your
need- there's
sergeant.
no
It doesn't
need
need
for
a- it doesn't-
Call your sergeant.
Listen
No,
to
call your
this. Listen to
sergeant.
This is all I'm
Call your
saying.
sergeant. I'm sorry.
I'm
Like,
trying to be
I'm
reasonable.
not
I
trying to
give
be
you my
hard-headed
ID.
and
I
nothing,
don't care.
but
My law
I'm
doesn't
not.
need to
I
give
know
you
you
hard
don't
or
care.
not. It doesn't
No,
affect
I know you don't
That's
care.
what I'm saying.
It doesn't
But in the
affect your
in the end, I'm not
no,
gonna give
listen
you
to this.
ID.
This is what I'm
And
saying.
That's all
This is
that's
all
gonna
I'm
happen.
Matt, just
You get
chill.
me?
Look,
No,
I-
I'm not
'cause
trying to be
I gave
disrespectful
my
to these
ID,
officers.
right?
You can be
In the-
disrespectful.
No,
I gave my
I
ID.
don't.
It does not
Because in
affect
the
you
end,
whatsoever.
because in the
I
end, I'm trying to be
understand, but
respectful
this
to
is
you. I'm
what it
trying
is
to talk to you
now.
like a
So
man.
I'm
You get me? I wasn't
I'm
trying to
just trying to
record you
move
tonight.
on. That's
But
why.
once,
Like, I
no,
give you
I know,
my
I know.
stuff.
You're
want you to
recording
record me.
too.
Go ahead. I don't care.
I
I
know,
look good on
but
camera.
but this
have
is
to,
this is
I mean,
nothing that I'm
just
not
to
trying to
get
like
past this. I
be
give you
against
mine.
you or
Listen,
nothing.
I'm just.
It's just I don't
here
need to give
educating
you
now.
ID.
I'm here
You
educating
get me?
you.
I don't need to
I
give
get
you
you.
ID.
If I want to issue a ticket, I need
I
your
get
ID.
You don't need my ID because
No,
I didn't do nothing.
listen, let me
And the driver's right
I'm just
here.
saying,
Let me
by law,
talk. It
does
doesn't.
he need to give his ID?
You're a passenger in the vehicle. You don't have your seatbelt on. That's a violation. I can, whether you're in the back seat, don't talk. Whether you're in the back seat, front seat, in the middle seat, you're a passenger in the vehicle. I can issue a ticket for that. How do I issue a ticket? By getting your name and your driver's license.
My driver's license,
right?
obviously,
You're a
yeah.
passenger of the car. The seatbelt is clearly not on.
Because we weren't moving.
It doesn't matter. Whether
It
you're
does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
Whether you're moving, whether you're not moving.
Because-
but you technically were moving because the vehicle was in
I
reverse.
started
When the
moving
when the
it
movement-
once you guys came here.
Okay, so he just
to
admitted
pull
on
off.
your camera that he did move the vehicle.
No, I started to move it. I
he put it in
literally, like you
reverse.
said,
He
I
started
put it in
to
reverse.
move it and
Because
the,
he thought
I put it in
that we
park.
had
the
to get out of
the
here,
vehicle
but
was still-
then you
the-
came up
the
and
vehicle was still
made
in- the
contact.
vehicle
Is that
was
your
still-
sergeant?
The vehicle was still in motion.
Is that your sergeant?
No, that's not my sergeant.
Can you call your sergeant,
Sergeant's not
please?
coming out for this.
Can you call your sergeant though? If we request a sergeant, you have to bring him out.
Bro, just so we
You
can
know
just
this.
move on. Just so we could just move on.
You're making this more
So we could
difficult
just
than what
pass
it is.
on.
Okay, buddy.
We could just move. You get me? That's all it is. I was just waiting for my girlfriend.
Can we get a supervisor?
I'm not trying to be hard-headed.
Listen,
But
man,
my girlfriend is
you a
right
sovereign
there.
citizen or something?
Huh?
You a sovereign citizen or something?
No, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I'm just a United States citizen that knows my rights, and I respect cops. But
Sure,
you
sure.
just can't overstep the boundaries.
Sure, there's
you
no
get
boundaries.
me? There
There's
is
no-
boundaries.
there's no boundaries
There's my
that were
laws.
overstepped.
My laws
There was
and
no
my
boundaries that were
my laws
overstepped.
are my boundaries.
What happened?
My laws are my boundaries.
Sure, okay.
Laws, you are to uphold
sure.
the law. That's what you
Yeah,
made
yeah,
an oath
and
to.
I am because I
You
was
get
going to
me?
issue you a seatbelt ticket.
A seatbelt ticket for what? We weren't moving.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Again,
The vehicle wasn't in
the
movement.
The vehicle was in reverse. The vehicle.
It wasn't in movement.
Your buddy even admitted to that. So.
It wasn't in movement
Okay,
though.
listen. All right, man.
It's funny.
You know.
Just so we could move on, bro. Just,
But regardless,
we could've
I just don't have my
we could've
ID,
just avoided
and I'm not
this.
gonna give you a name because I didn't do nothing wrong. You gotta articulate. So, can you get a sergeant out here, please? Because we've been requesting a
I
sergeant.
just want to move
Thank
on,
you.
bro.
We're gonna get a sergeant out here. Let's
It's
see.
just there's no-
Oh,
there's no
what's your
point
badge?
to
What's
this.
your badge number and name?
It's Konak.
Konak
643.
643. Thank you. You guys don't have business cards?
No. That's
No?
like a New York thing. I think.
Okay. Thank you.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna get more trouble now. I'm just gonna get tickets or whatever.
A ticket for what?
Yeah.
They should have just asked for your ID. I don't need to issue an ID.
Like, but here's my thing. What happens normally if you stop someone? Right? I give you my ID. The passengers in the car don't have ID.
Well, it does have a seatbelt on.
What
It has to have
happens?
one on.
But
what
the car
happens
wasn't
if
in
they-
movement,
hold on,
though.
bro. Let me just
We
let me
get
just
their
It
talk.
does matter.
We get their name, date of birth, and their
It
address,
does matter.
and that's how we attach it through our system.
And that's all that would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But that's why we
don't
asked
do
him.
that.
He asked them, "Do you have a driver's license?" He's like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Do you have a picture?" He said, "No, I don't." He said, "What's your name?" He said, "I'm not gonna give you my name." So you're already escalating it for no reason. When
No, it's not escalating. You guys escalated when you guys asked me for my ID.
that's
you have the legal right to
escalating.
do.
Yeah, that's escalating because this is not a stop and ID state. You guys stopped him. This is his
No, we
vehicle.
stopped
This is
this
not my
car.
vehicle.
This car. We stopped
And
the
either
car.
regardless, they didn't even stop us. We were parked here
It
already.
was an issue, a citation for your seatbelt, but you don't want to
We
provide
we
that.
were parked here
Doesn't
already.
matter. If you're in
It
the
does
vehicle,
matter.
vehicle.
It does matter.
Then find the law where it says that.
It was parked. It was
wasn't
parked.
The lights were on when we were here.
It was parked.
wasn't
No,
reversing.
once you pulled up,
Yeah, that's when we
once you
up,
pulled
and
up,
then-
we thought that you wanted us to move.
I moved to get out of your way. That's when I started. Once you guys
but it
pulled
was
up,
moving, right?
but
At
it was
But
parked.
no, but it was parked.
until you guys
It
came
was parked
here.
until you guys came.
Until you guys stopped and
and
made
then
your stop.
flashed
it
your
was
lights
parked.
at us. So
Yeah.
what were we gonna expect to move?
Realistically,
right? We
that's
thought we
all
wanted you
that's
to
all
move.
we
Y'all
thought.
wanted us to move.
Realistically, obviously, we were not moving.
It just makes sense.
Obviously, we
it's
were
just
not
a power
moving.
trip. That's all it is. So let's get the sergeant out here and let's see.
Power trip.
It's a power trip.
I would be here in the cold for a power trip.
Yeah, you are. Sadly. Clifton Police. Now they gotta wait for a sergeant.
Are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was not. It was not.
You just told me that you guys pulled away as soon as
Yes,
you showed up.
when you guys showed up,
Vehicle's in
again,
motion.
I
Yes.
could reasonably assume that you want us to move. If you pull up, stop while we're stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Right?
flashed your
I
lights
can-
at us,
I
so we thought you
reasonably-
wanted us to move.
I reason-
Yeah, you put your that light on us.
Those are called scene lights.
I-
But
yeah.
the vehicle was in reverse.
Once you guys, it was not in reverse. It wasn't parked
At
until
first
you
it
guys,
wasn't, until you guys pulled up.
came, parked, and then turned on your high beams. That's when I put it in reverse to move.
But
Because
he didn't move it, though.
again,
He did not move it.
reasonably, we assumed it was in reverse for a second.
matter whether it's
It
a
does
second.
matter.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was in reverse for a second again to pull
we
away.
didn't even move.
To pull away.
And we didn't even move.
On camera that the vehicle was in reverse to pull away, which means the vehicle was in motion.
When you came to do the stop, it was
Exactly.
completely
Okay,
parked.
that's
No.
what
Again, reasonably, when a cop comes to your car, parked. It's not a traffic stop. I wasn't driving.
It wasn't
I was
a
parked
traffic
already.
stop.
You came, right? Flashed the lights. I reasonably assumed. I assumed you just wanted us to move. That's the only reason.
So hear me out. So hear me out. Ready?
That's a
Reasonably
violation.
to move, right?
Okay.
So you had the vehicle in reverse to move. The vehicle rolled back. So he doesn't have a seatbelt
For a
on.
second.
It
So,
doesn't matter. The vehicle was in
so
motion.
it's a ticket for a second to move the car because the police flashed their lights. So I assume I had to move real quick.
So no one said anyone was gonna get a ticket first off, right?
I mean,
So-
that's what we
so-
said. You said a
so-
seatbelt ticket.
So why ask for ID if we're not gonna get a ticket?
You don't have your seatbelt.
It doesn't
on,
make
so you
sense.
gotta identify.
It doesn't. No, that doesn't make sense. That's when you
guys
identify.
escalated. It was really simple.
Listen.
Okay, we're gonna add
So
it.
what
Wait,
is-
real
what's
quick.
gonna happen
To
now?
identify in this state, I have to be committed of a crime. What
How
crime
is
did
that
I
a ticket?
commit?
I could just move right away.
What
I
crime?
could move right
what
away.
crime did I
You
commit?
could ask me to
though?
move and I
You
move.
wanted a supervisor? She's here.
Yeah, please. Hello. I'm not trying to be difficult or nothing. They're saying they pulled up because they said that we're blocking the driveway. They had a few calls, right? They said we're not gonna get a ticket or nothing. They asked him for ID. He's the owner of the car, and they asked me for ID.
Well, they're asking for his ID because he was driving.
Yeah, because he was
Not
driving.
because you don't want to.
Yeah, because he was driving. But they asked me for ID then, and I told them I don't need to give ID. I don't have no warrant for that. It's just
No, it's
I don't have to give ID because they didn't stop us either. We were in
so listen. Normally, if you were just parked, no.
We were
But
parked.
he said that the car was going in reverse.
No, once they pulled up,
When
yeah.
he was pulling up, so that means the car was in reverse.
Yeah.
But not even when he was pulling up.
If
When
he
came
saw,
and stopped.
listen, if he saw the lights going in reverse, that means the car was on and it was in motion. So that means that the car was in motion, whether you were driving in the street or almost leaving. So by law, if you don't have your seatbelt on, he can ask you for ID. Doesn't mean he's gonna give you a ticket. It's just that that's his right. Okay, that's it. Okay, for any occupants of the car. If the car is in motion, everyone has to have a seatbelt. If they don't have a seatbelt on, then you have to give your information.
Okay. So having a
the law.
seatbelt, is that a misdemeanor or?
No, it's just a Title 39.
It's just a title.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to identify
So
yourself.
in this state, to identify, you need to be committed. Like.
Title 39 violation
Yeah,
is the purpose of this. Yes.
Like basically of a crime. But that's not a crime. That's a misdemeanor.
No, you're twisting my words. I didn't say a crime. I said a Title 39
No, yeah.
violation.
But in this state,
A title.
or in every state.
No. We're talking about Title 39 violation. The seatbelt not being on, Title 39 violation. Which is for anything to do with
Yeah, if the
moving.
car was in motion.
I just told you. He said the car, and you just said he was going in reverse.
It wasn't in motion though.
Going in reverse is in motion.
Once they pulled up, we were parked. Once they pulled up,
like
we
I
were in
said,
reverse.
like you're saying you're not trying to make it.
We
difficult.
wouldn't have been moving.
No,
He
but
wouldn't have
that's-
had the seatbelt
but
off if
what
you
I'm
guys
saying,
didn't
if your
come
car
up
was
anyways.
in reverse, all you have to do is give your information, and that's it.
So
We would have been
'Cause
on
I
our
pulled
way.
So what if I
just
don't
left
get
it
my
on.
information?
We weren't
Then it's
moving at any
obstruction.
point, right?
Then
So
you make
then
it a
what
crime.
happened?
We've been here for
Then you make it a
45
crime,
minutes.
and
So
then
I
you
would
get
get
arrested.
arrested?
Yes.
When you pulled up,
If
it
you
wasn't in
wanna-
reverse. You can, your,
all you have to
whatever
do
your dash
is
cam
give
did,
them
guys
your
got
driver's
cars as
license.
well. I don't
We
have a
only put it in
driver's
reverse once
Okay,
you pulled
then you
up,
give
stopped,
them your
and put the
information.
lights on.
That's it. If you don't have a driver's license on you, you
Yeah,
give them
you
your
can
name,
say that, and then,
your
yeah, then it was
information.
in
You have to
reverse, and for a
identify yourself
second,
for a
he
Title
had his
39.
seatbelt
Now it's
off,
up to
that's
him
what
whether
you're
he
saying.
writes you a ticket or not. Okay, but you have to identify yourself.
Okay. Well, not an hour.
You understand?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Again, we could have
That's
just
all
moved.
it is.
Easy, simple as that.
Like
I
if
don't
there were
think
4
so.
occupants in this
If you
car
were to
and
make
nobody had their
contact with
seatbelt,
me,
the same thing would
I am
happen.
being
Hey,
a
just
1000%
identify yourself,
cooperative.
and that's it.
Listen, I gave you my.
So what if I
ID,
plead my
registration,
Fifth
I'll
Amendment?
give that. My insurance, I'll give that.
You can fight
No
that ticket
problem. The issue
in
is,
court.
why
This,
do
you have to provide your
ask for
information.
So I
If
can't.
not, you
so,
get arrested for obstruction.
So what you're telling me
I'm
is
the
that
owner
I
of this
cannot
vehicle.
plead my
I have
Fifth
my
Amendment,
That-
and I have to
there
give
is-
my information.
Yes, you have to provide your
I
information.
have to.
Yes, you have to.
Okay.
Yes. That's it.
Okay, nice to know. Just to let you know, I don't consent. I will give you my information, but I don't consent to it. You
What is-
understand that, right?
What is your, you don't have ID? Is that
I don't
what
have
you're
ID.
saying? Okay.
But I don't.
Let me-
I don't consent to this. But I'm gonna give you my information, but I don't consent.
What is
You
your
understand that, right?
name? What is your name?
You understand?
I understand what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Matthew. I'm so glad we about to get paid.
Matthew, what's your last name? Matthew.
Ruiz. We about to get paid, bro.
And what is your date of birth?
It's March 9th, 1999.
You ever had a driver's license in New Jersey?
Yes.
Where do you put on your
You could see it once you look me up. Ooh, we gonna get paid, bro. Qualified immunity and everything. Let's go. I can't wait.
Chill out, bro, because
Nah.
they're gonna make it.
All of it. I got all of their. I got all of their information. It is okay. We're gonna get qualified immunity. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got all their names. I can't wait. Litigation, boy. I'm bringing this shit to court. They're gonna see. I can't wait, yo. This is a big win. Nah, it's okay. It's a big win for both of us. It's a big win. Let's go. They don't know what they just did. They don't know how bad they just gonna come. They don't know. 'Cause. 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 'C That's fine. We're about to get paid. I'm about to get paid.
Unless the traffic stop was because the passenger was not wearing a seatbelt.
They try to make it like that. We were right here the whole time. Had to be in motion. This wasn't even a traffic stop for them to ID. You feel me? That's what I'm saying.
That's what we were saying, that I was parked in front of the driveway.
But either way, you weren't in motion, and we were waiting for my girl. You feel me? What the fuck? I said, you can see it on the ID. They cut it.
Look, she gave me both of them.
Yeah, they just wanted to run my shit. Because they think I probably have a warrant. I don't have no warrant. It's just they can't fucking ID me like that.
I'm giving you a warning for the seatbelt. I'm not going to give you a ticket for the seatbelt.
Okay.
See, could have been out of here 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Because the seatbelt ticket will raise your insurance too. That's just a parking ticket. The seatbelt will, it's a $47 ticket, but it's no joke with the insurance companies. So I'm not going to do that to you.
You wouldn't be able to give both tickets.
Any other questions? You have any other questions?
No.
Okay. All right. Take care.
All right.
The first video highlights the importance of knowing your rights when asked to present ID by police. Even as a passenger, you may be required to identify yourself if there is a sign of a violation, such as not wearing a seatbelt while the vehicle is in motion. The key takeaway is to stay calm, record everything, ask for a supervisor, and only provide information when legally required. Don't miss the next video, where things escalate even further as the filmer enters a public government building and confronts the direct response of state employees.
Okay. Are you like a manager?
Yes, go over there.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Handy.
Handy?
Okay, talk to the police officer.
Oh, wow. Talk to the police officer.
They're here.
Did you call, please?
No, she is here.
Officer. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to know your name and badge number.
Summer 116.
Appreciate it. For sure. So, yeah, man. So we definitely gotta file a FOIA for this lady's video that she's taking of us right now. Hopefully this officer is telling them. I can hear the elevator. Might be another one getting ready to come up. She said something like, had he said that, like if I see this woman.
You have a real business here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on this.
Okay, gotcha.
What's going on, officer?
I'm gonna help you out. You want a FOIA request, right?
Yeah, they said they didn't have it. So
You talked that over here?
yeah. So I just told her I'll fill it out on this blank sheet, like I always do. So
Well, no, but I told them that they and here, it's not every day people come here asking for a FOIA request, all right? So,
Right.
All right, so just give them some time. They're going to get the FOIA information for you, and once you get the information, you can send that away.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, basically, their whole problem was me recording, though. It wasn't the FOIA.
I got you.
So, but did you let them know?
Yeah. They're doing it right now.
No, I'm saying, did you let them know what I'm doing in terms of recording was
Go ahead
constitutional
and record
protection?
it. We're in public with notification of privacy.
There you go.
You're recording me, I'm recording you.
Right. Well, I know you don't have a problem with it, officer, but they do.
Okay, but
So,
here, once you get your FOIA information, okay, at that time they're going to ask you to leave.
yeah, of course. After I'm filling out, though.
She said, sir, can you not stand on my desk? She said that can you escort him off the property for you to get his information, and she will forward that information to him.
Can she send it now so we can have it?
Miss Anita?
You say write it down with that?
Yeah, here's the
Right down.
officer.
What you mean?
So, can you give him the FOIA, the website or whatever it is, so he has the proper copy of the FOIA?
It's not a website. That information normally we're sharing with people who we know are reserved. He has not identified himself.
And I'm not obligated. I'm not obligated to.
No, I get that. Well,
Yeah.
I get that. But if you give him the blank FOIA form or the website, so he can put his information on that.
You mean his name, address, and phone number?
Well,
There's the form.
Again, he has to put his information. He's got to submit that form, or digitally or physically. That's what he's requesting right now.
Okay, so we have not verified that he's a customer. The Freedom of Information Act is if we have case records on him, he has a right to see those records.
So I'm not asking for records. We're asking for public records, not private.
So we just don't give out the FOIA. So we have
She's misinformed. That's okay.
the case with us, it will go to our legal department, and then they will communicate with him.
Okay.
On the FOIA.
Do you have a contact number for your legal or your supervisor, so I can give it to him so he can contact them? Or
I am the office supervisor.
Yeah, I don't.
do you want to leave your contact information with them?
I mean, like I say again, I'm gonna fill out a FOIA. I'm gonna turn it into them for a stamped received copy. They can forward it over to their public information officer, and they'll contact me.
Okay.
That's how it goes in the state of Illinois in terms of law.
I get that. Trust me, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
because I've filled out FOIAs before.
Yeah, so she's just misinformed. I'm not asking for private records. I'm asking for public records.
I know exactly what you're doing.
For sure.
So I'm trying to get you that information right now. She's telling you right now, if you give her a contact, she can contact you and provide you that all information. I understand you and I, from our experience, we're like, well, there's another way to do it. But if you really want to file a FOIA request,
Right.
if I was in your shoes, which I have been before, I would give them my contact information so they can easily, reasonably contact you, get you that information, so you can file your FOIA request to see if it's going to be granted or denied. And if it's denied, you can take it to the next step.
Right. So I understand what you're saying. I do these all the time. Do these all over the country.
I know what you're doing.
So my thing is this, real quick.
So-
I have to file 2 FOIAs. She's making a public record right now with her phone, so we have to file a FOIA for that video.
Okay, so at this time, again, I've given you guys, when you guys need another 5 or 10 minutes because he's requesting it. What he's going to do is he's going to leave here and say you failed to provide him the FOIA information.
Right, which is a violation.
He may.
It is. It will be.
You got to be finished, man. I'm working out for your rights. I'm actually trying to say what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. You're trying to let them know. Oh, okay.
You may or may not be right. What I'm telling you. So if you want to try providing him some type of digital or physical FOIA, even if you just get a blank one, that's what he wants.
I got it right here, though. That's why I keep telling you.
This is a blank.
That's a blank sheet. That's correct.
Sheet, okay.
Right. So I can fill it out on here.
What I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to get you a digital, kind of like you got up on the internet, or a
Okay.
physical FOIA form for
Right.
them so you can fill it out.
Oh, that's cool.
They
But
they don't have it right now. They're trying to have you
Great.
contact the person on the phone who will give it to you.
Right, that's great.
So
But see, this is what I'm trying to
do
tell you.
want that FOIA?
Summers it is,
Yeah,
right?
but you have to let me finish. You have to let me finish.
And then you're gonna allow me to spend it?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Do you want the FOIA contact information?
I don't need it.
Okay.
All I need is a blank sheet like I got right here. Fill it out, because in the state of Illinois, there's no standard form even required. That's why we can fill it out on a blank sheet. Once I'm done filling this out, I will hand it back to them. They'll stamp receive it. Then my day will be done.
Go ahead. My man, fill it out. Go ahead.
I'm
Can
just gonna.
you use your table to fill that out?
He can go to the back.
Sure, I'll come with you, man.
That's all right. I'll stand up right here. That's cool.
No, you're going to go to the back. This is my
not-
private area.
That's her desk.
That's
Yeah,
all
but
I'm
that-
asking
no,
is that-
I'll go with you over here.
No, I'm gonna stand right here because
coming in and out.
that's cool. No one's here
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
I don't want them to give me any directives at this point. They called the cops. They heightened the situation. This is unnecessary.
Yeah, it's all being recorded.
It's heightened though. They called the cops first.
We can de-escalate the situation reasonably.
We're trying
She just
to.
wants you to use her desk. I can't talk about it right now. So if you want to go fill that out over here or downstairs and come back up, I'll stay with you.
No, it's all good. You don't. That's what I'm saying. You guys shouldn't even have to.
Well, we're here now, so we have to until this de-escalates, like
Right.
you said.
Right.
We're not going anywhere. So I would love to help you out.
I know you guys can't be here all day like I can.
Let him use your desk. He's gonna finish his form and then he's gonna leave this.
Okay, now what did you say, Miss Anita?
There you go. So for your record, I'm getting my record.
I tried to give him the form.
What is that exactly?
FOIA. This is a FOIA records request. This is the document that she's provided you now. It's on my record. It's also on your record too. I want you to have that, so you know you can put that.
Oh yeah, that's just a website to go to. I don't need the website.
Well, that's for you to again for you. So now she's provided you access to receive FOIA records from this institution.
Yeah, I don't need it though.
Is there anything else you need? Well, if that's what you want, what you're
I'm trying to say something. This is the supervisor.
Go ahead, hon.
Okay, sir. Okay, he is disturbing the peace at our location.
Absolutely
Can we
not.
move him down to the first floor or someplace else? He's disturbing my staff and the public if we have any customers waiting there.
Once he finishes his form, we'll escort him off the property. I'm gonna allow him to finish his form. It's reasonable.
He has not identified himself as a customer, so we just don't give out the void form. There's not a blank form.
Well, you guys can go back in your office right now.
This is my office. Come on, sweetie.
Yeah. She started talking about I haven't identified. There's no obligation to identify.
So you would finish the form and then we'll go.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys gonna stick around, I mean, I got a lot of stuff to request, so it's gonna be some time. Just to let you know. That's holding you guys up.
Well, this we can do it downstairs. This is an office. They're asking you to leave. She has that point too.
Yeah, you can't. Officer, listen, man. This is what we're gonna do. They can't ask me to leave minus a crime, sir. I haven't committed a crime. This is public property. I'm here for official business. If you guys are gonna help aid them and violate my rights today, then it's gonna come down on the police department. I have official business here. No one can kick me out of here if I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, at this point, listen. At this point, we're not asking you to leave. We're asking you to move because this is her desk.
Right, this is
this is her workspace.
And when people come off the elevator, this is where they're
okay, so that's all we're doing right now. So if we could just
you know what? That's what I'll do. I'm gonna still fill it out right here, but just not on her desk.
Okay, great.
For sure. We'll do that.
Okay.
But again,
that's what we're gonna do.
I'm standing
right.
Let's get away from her desk so she doesn't say that you're invading her space. You can stand right
what?
here.
See what I'm saying?
What you're doing is not reasonable. It's not reasonable to be in her workspace. You can move 10 feet over there. That's reasonable. This is her desk. If I had a work desk at my place of employment, Chicago Police Department, which is a public institution,
right.
You're not going to work over me. If she wants to sit down, she's going to sit down.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's not reasonable. No judge in this state is going to agree with you. That's reasonable. Over there, 10 feet to the right.
So me standing by her desk is not reasonable.
That's not reasonable. That's not reasonable. Come on, be reasonable.
That's why we have tables.
Well, I'm gonna stand by the elevator.
I'm gonna
stand by the elevator. I don't want no directives, man. At this point.
Okay, at this point, if you want to start filling it out from here, as long as she's got her space, you have your space. Everybody's good.
But can you guys tell them that though? Because it seems like y'all trying to enforce feelings at this point and not the law.
We're not. At this point, since I've been here, she's asking you to just step away from her desk.
Okay, okay. Her desk is right there. I'm right here.
So go ahead and start filling out.
I'm going to. Like I say, you guys, it's gonna be a while.
She wants to come here and talk.
So I mean,
do what you gotta do.
He said he's not talking on the phone.
Do what you gotta do.
The police officer.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do what you have to do.
I am. I don't need to be rushed, officer. The Supreme Court has already ruled time, place, and manner. As long as this place is open to the public, I can be here. 8:30 to 5 p.m. See that?
Can you ask them to go to the first floor until the situation is resolved?
I think she took my papers. Okay, can you all go back there?
See, I know she's arguing with breach of peace and sort of conduct, but
I'm definitely within my rights.
reasonable. Here,
It's reasonable.
You want to stay here for 6 hours and do paperwork? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get baited into an arrest. I'm not going to arrest you.
Bait into an arrest? That ain't what I'm trying to do. That ain't what I'm trying to do.
You cannot stand over her desk. If you want to stay here for 6
So by
hours,
you even saying that, that's telling me you're trying to be a tyrant,
you're
man.
not the first guy to come to Chicago Heights to do what you're doing right now.
Exactly. So it's about
Law
rights.
enforcement knows exactly what you're doing. You have all the time you want until business hours close. Do whatever paperwork you have to do.
Then you swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, sir?
I'm doing it right now.
No, you're not. By telling me I'm trying to bait you guys. Why would I want you to arrest me?
It is what it is. So here.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
We're gonna hang out with you, but have paperwork, man. So if you want to search your paperwork, go ahead.
I'm definitely going to, man. I just don't need to be rushed. And again, I just want to point this out to you guys.
I'm gonna point this. Let's start your paperwork.
8:30, 5 p.m.
I know, dude. We've been
Oh,
through this.
Supreme Court has ruled. I can be here till 5 p.m. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, man.
No.
I don't think you guys can be here till 5.
Stepping away from her desk.
Oh, I've been away. I've been away. I was standing by the elevator. You know. So man, yeah, man, you could already tell, man, what type of time these officers are on, man. It's crazy, man. You know, they probably wish they can go hands on, and you know, they're trying to tell me to hurry up with the business that I need to conduct.
It's 5 o'clock, man. Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
So why you guys hanging around?
You have no expectation of privacy in a public place.
I'm asking you though.
Again, what's wrong with me staying here?
Because that ain't your job description.
Chicago Heights, I'm making sure the peace is staying.
If you was right, you would tell them what I'm doing is constitutionally protected. You would get back to work, man.
Give me the peace, my friend.
Okay.
I want to make sure you're able to fill out your FOIA request by 5 p.m. It is now, I can note the time right now. Time's 12:22 p.m.
12:22, so we're gonna be here for 5 hours, I guess.
Take your time.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna try to make that point, man. I'm not gonna be rushed. Definitely ain't gonna be.
You have plenty of time to 5 o'clock, man.
Okay. You should let them know that, though. That's my point. I know these things. Why you ain't telling them that?
Because you're not the first guy to come and try to do this. So do what you gotta do.
And that's beautiful, man. That we're doing this because you guys are slowly learning that you can't just violate people's rights.
Long time.
You can't just violate people's rights, man, because y'all law enforcement, man. You can't do that. You came in. I thought you was trying to de-escalate everything, but
I'm here to protect your civil rights, dude.
How?
I'm protecting your civil rights. Go ahead, continue. I'm done talking.
I'm just asking how.
I keep interrupting you. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I go through that all the time. I'm saying, how are you here to protect my rights when you just told me I'm trying to bait into an arrest? Come on, man. You got the wrong narrative. You spitting the wrong narrative, man. So, oh yeah, we got to get that lady's name to put on this FOIA to see what's her name for. We got to get that video. A video that she was taking with our personal phone.
Then he has business, and you got to deal with it. But otherwise, that's all you need
That
to
she
do. That's all. That's all there is to it. Okay. Okay.
Y'all want to go get her? Want to go get the supervisor for me? I need her name so I can write it down. She took a personal picture of me with her phone, so I need to write it down. If you want to, you guys want to be a help and go get her name or no?
If she wants to know her name, she can.
No. I'm just saying. Can you ask her?
They said no. So.
Oh, you asked her already?
They said no. They provided your name.
Oh wow.
They gave you the thing. So continue for you.
I am. I'm going to. Officer, I didn't get your name and badge number, sir.
Officer Monteria.
Monteria?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So you understand everything.
Man, these people here, man. Man, boy. Ooh. God is my witness, man. My living God. Y'all stay tuned, GTA family. And then one last thing, because I can hear that they finna kick on now. And then, officer, one last thing for you, because I see how, obviously you guys finna kick on now, man. I just need a CAD number.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, to the county. Can I have the CAD number for assessment?
This is crazy, man.
You want to write it down?
You can jot it down, or I can hear
I'll
it.
give it to you.
It's all good. Yeah, for sure. This clock right here is broke, man. Number 12:30.
23091. That clock is now.
Yeah, I see. Two.
23091 if you want to write it down.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for watching until the end. From a street corner in Clifton, New Jersey to the tense hallways of Chicago Heights, Illinois, two ordinary citizens did something extraordinary. They stood up for their rights. Chicago Heights, where the median household income is nearly 40% lower than the state average, provides the perfect setting to ask, are civil rights truly upheld at every level of society? The individuals in these two videos aren't lawyers or politicians. They are everyday people, knowledgeable, calm, and unafraid to say no when faced with unjust demands. And the greatest lesson here is that you don't need to get angry. You just need to know the law. As a passenger, you only have to present ID if there's a clear traffic violation. In a public building, you have the right to record as long as you don't obstruct or disrupt official operation. Always record, ask for a supervisor if needed, and above all, don't sign or say anything unless you fully understand your rights. This isn't just a right, it's a duty. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Mr. White's channel and drop a whoa in the comments below. And make sure to check out the original footage on Tyrant Terminate Audits and Matthew Ruiz's channels for the full powerful encounters.